what you've done for me. Thank you, Lord, for what.
Hey everyone, Matt here, Home Farm Ideas, and what you're looking at here is a paper shredder. And I got this because I wanted to do an update on my worms. I basically use this to shred newspapers to where it's really easy to work with. The newspaper is easier to work with. So if you're gonna get worms, plan on getting one of these, and you can get them for dirt cheap too. So get a paper shredder, and that'll help you with shredding the papers and stuff like that. And I'm gonna basically walk you through the next tray, which is the second tray on my Worm Factory 360, and show you guys what's been going on and update you guys. I know a lot of you guys have been saying, hey man, where's the update? Well, I'm gonna give you an update, so let's go. Alright, so here it is, and as you can see, obviously I had to move it outside. I had it in my little film studio that I have in the garage, but I thought it best to be outside, considering most of our scraps go out to the chickens. And so I figured on the way out, might as well drop off some and put them in my worm factory. So let's have a look on the inside. I did do a little pre-prepping because obviously we're going on film. But rest assured, the worms are under there and they're really nice. So I did put in some of the newspaper that I got going on from that shredder. And as you could see, it really does a great job. I mean, it puts this newspaper really fine. And so let's see if I can find some worms. I don't know where I was feeding them from, but they really eat. These worms really eat really good. So let's see. Definitely time to move them because it is thick down here. You can feel the castings of the worms. I'm gonna kill some of them, sadly, but see what I mean? There's a lot of worms in there, and they're all through this box. I took way too long in changing it out and putting all this the second layer. So now I'm ready to do the second layer. So I'll kind of walk you through that too, you know, because I want to kind of show you guys what I do and how I'm getting this prepared for the next layer. One thing that I did want to point out is that you want to wait until your stuff is almost about an inch from the top. Me personally, like I said, I waited too long, so I'm going to do it today. A lot of the stuff is composted down, but I am going to add a little bit more stuff to the top here, and then start to move them to the next tray. So this will be the kind of the digester tray, and then the next tray up will be where I add the food scraps and newspaper. So and it kind of works like composting. You have to add equal parts of brown ingredients, which is like leaves and stuff like that, or paper, and green, which is like you know, like not dried up leaf, like green grasses and stuff like that, and rotting fruit and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and start to add the second layer. But first I want to show you what I do with the newspaper and all that. So let's go ahead. All right, now the object is to get the newspaper just a little wet, but see how nicely shredded this newspaper is with the shredder? The worms can eat it a lot easier this way too. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and just get it a little wet. There's a lot in here though, so I'm gonna add a pretty good amount of water to it, and I'll spare you most of this, of course, but I'm gonna get this ready for my second tray. And I'm doubting I'm gonna use all this, but we'll see, right? Paper shredder, I'm telling you, it'll come in handy. So I'm gonna spare you most of that, and I'm just gonna show you how I'm gonna line the tray. Okay, now, of course my chickens are watching me now. So now I am going to add some of this newspaper to it. You don't want soaking wet, okay? What you wanna do is you wanna grab a chunk of it, and then you kinda wanna squeeze it. Here, I'll show you. And it's okay if it's a little wet, but not too wet, okay? You want to squeeze it, and if just a little bit of water comes out, that should be good, okay? Just squeeze it like that, okay? That should be good right there, okay? So let's go ahead and let's add some of this newspaper to this. And I'm gonna add a pretty good amount too. The cool thing is, well, not cool. I drove around my neighborhood and I told my kids, I was like, all right, get out and go grab some newspaper and then throw it in here and throw it in the back of my truck and we'll split. But I didn't take newspaper that I thought people were keeping, by the way. I did ask a lady too, and she gave us a bunch of newspaper, which means our little extravaganza was over because of that lady. So thank you, unnamed lady. You're awesome. All right, so there we go. Then what you want to do is you want to add some rotting fruit. I got some rotting fruit. Okay, kind of want to keep it in one area too to get the worms, so that when you go and check your tower, you know around the area they're going to be in. Okay, so that's about it. You want to do about 2 cups of rotting vegetation. I'll do one more, and that should be good. So let's go ahead and add that to the as the second part of the tower, or the second tray, and I'll show you it all nice and done up. So yeah, we'll go to that first. But I also forgot that we need to add some newspaper over the top of that. Okay, so just one more little layer over the top, and this is to keep the flies out, and it's to keep moisture all in there, and make the worms comfortable to come all the way to the top. Okay, so there we go. All right, now I'm going to tidy that up, and I'm going to show you one more thing that I do that I don't see a lot of other people doing. I don't know if it makes a difference, but we're going to find out when I start planting with this worm castings. All right, so we got our second tray ready. I'm just going to add a few things to the top of this because it says to do it. Okay, you can pause the video and read that if you want. I'm not going to add exactly. I'm going to eyeball it. All right, and then, well, I'll add that when I add the second layer. So, so that's basically it. I just need to add the top to this, and then in like 1 or 2 days, come back and check and see if the worms have migrated up. So let's go ahead and add that second tray. Hard work, right? And now the worms will come up and they'll eat the food that I put right over here. And there's another thing that I do. I have some seaweed extract that I actually add to it, and this paper is not totally moist, which I want it to be. Not saturated, but just moist. The top is getting wet, but the bottom there's still some dry areas and stuff. So, and then that'll send that smell of that rotting fruit down, and yeah, they'll come in and get it and be happy. Now I'm going to add some of this stuff that comes with it. The pumice, I guess it's called. And I guess that's just for their little gizzards to help them digest and all that stuff. So yeah, I'll come back and I'll check it in a few days and see how they're eating in there and all that. So anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also check out our other videos that I have. I'm going to actually put a link to somewhere to the playlist for this. Oh, and I almost forgot, just so you guys know, you need to put a wet newspaper over the top and wet it down, which you can see mine's already wet. So yep, anyway, that was the last cap. I know someone was gonna nail me on it, so that's why I put it. So anyway, God bless you guys, and yeah, peace. Thank you guys so much for watching our video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button to get all our video updates. Oh yeah, we do have other channels now, so please check them out. Like always, God bless.